going on, guys? Ryan Littoral here. I'm the driver of the Power Stop Brakes S15, and I compete in the Formula Drift Championship. I am the RB Army General Warlord for the RB Nation. Yeah, we're the only RB platform car in professional competition in the United States. I want to say it's general comfortability, knowing how to get the right parts, what the failure points are. We never got Skylines here in the United States. We never got anything with an RB in it whatsoever. So everything that is over here that is RB oriented has been imported. And they've been over here for some time, probably been over here for 20 years, but the influx of cars that are coming in now is generating more eyeballs and attention and interest to go on and get behind the platform. I had an R33 when I was a kid back in like 2007, and I had that car for like 3 years, and it was like, I just fell in love with it. R33 is like a long chassis S14 with a AA arm, so it was like super easy to like kind of relate that from an S chassis to R chassis, and then with the inline six, the RB, I just fell in love with it. Tons of torque, awesome power, rev forever. The sound, it's like 2JZ. It is a great platform. It's cool. It just doesn't have the distortion. RBs are distortion. They're rock and roll. I love them. Been involved with RBs for some time. So like I said, ever since probably 2007, 2008, and then I've had an RB in my S14 ever since 2013. And we've built those mainly 25, so 25 Series 2, 25 Neo. I've learned a lot with that. But then jumping up into a billet block RB26, I've definitely had to lean on Australia's best. So I've, leaned on Herman from PRP, helps us a lot on this program. Peter McDonald, Brad Sheriff has chimed in as well. Bullet Race Engineering, he helps us out a ton too. They actually have built the engines on the car this year. I mean, maybe back in the 90s, maybe, Japan had the upper hand, but I don't think there's anywhere in the world that of an influx of people that have such a strong passion that have really procured the advancement and development of the RB platform than Australia. I learned a lot this year over the past 2 years of really working with this setup, with this platform at the peak competitive level of drifting in the world right now. We have the biggest tire sizes, we have the fastest tracks. That has had a lot of challenges in itself. Just keeping the thing alive, data perspective to put it into everybody's view. Our 1 day of practice equates to about 58 8-second passes. Our engines go through a lot of endurance, a lot of strain. There's a lot of other ways that you would build traditionally something that you think, oh, I'm gonna build 1100 horsepower, build 1200 horsepower. Okay, that's great. For how long is it gonna make that? And so that's kind of been the struggle where we have to kind of pick and choose and redefine our processes and machine work and clearances and all of that have been challenging. But I know after breaking absolutely everything that you could break on this thing, I know what we need to do to move forward to be successful. So it's a Bullet Race Engineering short deck RB26 wet deck block, 90 millimeter bore. It's got a 79 millimeter Callie's crank. It's got BME pistons and rods, Ferrea Compstar Plus long stem valves. It's got Kelford cams, intake and exhaust port, chamber work, Bullet 90 millimeter custom head gasket, Barnes 5-stage dry sump. For tighter tracks, I run a BorgWarner EFR 8474. Mid-range tracks, I run a 9174, and then for the big power tracks, I run a 9280. Inlet manifold, intercoolers from Plazaman. I love those guys. I've been working with them for a long time. Exhaust manifolds, full race, and then all of our timing components, alternator bracket, oil pump, blanking plate, dry sump oil pan, water pump blank, head drain, and the coil pack is all from Platinum Racing Products in Australia. We love Herman. So gearbox-wise is a gearbox called 6XD. It's a 6-speed billet sequential that's made in conjunction with G-Force. And then the rear end is a Winters quick change, something that you would find in sprint cars. That's also upgraded with like hardened shafts. Everything is good for well over 1,500 horsepower. It runs on Motec M150 paired with the PDM30, C127 dash. All the wiring has been meticulously gone through. It's motorsport grade. You can't have wiring problems in professional racing. Like, everything's got to be spot on. Power level ranges depending on the complexity of the course. If it's more tight and technical, we need to really focus on response. We don't run nitrous, so I keep it within the range between 700 to 870 wheel. Fuel system wise, I run a Radium FCST, which houses 3 brushless Fuel Lab pumps, 2200cc injectors, and then I run Sunoco E98. 2% gasoline in it so you don't drink it.
Sure?
Yeah. There are some things for developmental reasons that we will be changing, but as of right now, this is the good stuff. There really is. There's so many people that have helped me. I lean on so many people all the time, like the best people in the world that I can find that are on the level doing this. And with Billet Block RBs, even the guys from Datone, I've reached out to them to have some advice from them. Peter McDonald, Herman, Darren, even Mike Ferreira, that's here in America. He's awesome. He's done a lot of really good work for me. My tuner, Koji Arai, he's amazing. He's another one of just like the best RB tuners in America. So Dustin at ANX, really good at setting up all the Motec and the PDM and all the, just everything. Power Stop Brakes wouldn't be here without them. That's the most important. And Formula D for giving us an awesome platform to showcase our talent. And thank you to Andrew for coming all the way over here to America to show everybody American RBs.